In many cases, conversations utilizing motivational interviewing skills are going to focus on what we call a target behavior. So these are all examples of target behaviors. The list could go on and on and on, but here's just a small sample to give you an idea. So the first one says developing healthy coping mechanisms for managing stress. That is something that you as a victim advocate might use the skills of motivational interviewing to help a survivor or a victim achieve. The second one says creating a safety plan, and the third one says implementing a safety plan, as those are really two different behaviors. Next on the list says attending meetings with the advocate. I'm sure all of you who have had, experience in the field have had times where someone's made an appointment with you and then maybe not come to it. Another item on the list here says accepting one's symptoms of trauma. And then the last one on the list says following through with investigation requirements. Sometimes people who are in the process of going through court or pressing charges are told that they have to make court appearances and they don't want to, and this may be something that we are speaking to them about. These are all examples of behaviors or actions that a victim or survivor may be kind of uncertain about doing or not doing. This is what we might call a target behavior in motivational interviewing. Notice though, they aren't things like happiness and safety and empowerment, because behaviors are different from outcomes of behaviors. Just as an example, I might say safety is a hopeful outcome of the behavior of developing a safety plan, but it isn't a guarantee. Safety is just a hopeful outcome. For another example, I might say empowerment may be a hopeful outcome of accepting one's trauma symptoms, but it isn't a guarantee. Generally, we don't have a lot of control over outcomes, but we do have some control over our behaviors. So when thinking about target behaviors and using motivational interviewing skills around those target behaviors, I would encourage you to always be asking yourself, is this thing that we're talking about a behavior, or is it a possible outcome of behaviors? And I hope that helps, because as I previously mentioned, there may be times when there isn't a particular behavior to target, but I encourage you to tune into the videos that are coming down the road, because you'll learn more about those scenarios where it may not be behavioral based, it may be more about a decision someone's trying to make. But for this segment, I'm hoping we can make a distinction between the things that someone may be unsure about doing and the outcomes that they are expecting might happen from doing those things. And that, to me, is the difference between a target behavior and a hopeful outcome.